take us through your thoughts on what you saw on the film from yesterday's game against the Colts?
I saw us playing really hard, executing pretty well, but there's still a lot of things we could have still improved on as a team. There's just small things that I feel as if as a defense we could do just to make ourselves from being good to elite. So that's kind of just the goal. Just to try to be elite.
And then this game coming up on Sunday is kind of one that is circled on the calendars for a lot of people, with the Rams playing the defending Super Bowl champions. What kind of opportunity is it against the Bucs for you guys to show who you are and where you're at?
Oh, it's an amazing opportunity. Tampa Bay is an amazing team. Great offense, great defense, very well balanced, and obviously, they have an amazing quarterback, future Hall of Fame quarterback. So, it's going to be an awesome challenge for sure.
Thank you.
Kevin.
Hey, Sebastian, you had quite a week. You got hurt, you missed some practice, and then you had what statistically looks like maybe your best game, your most active game. How did all that happen?
I just think even though, I was hurt, I just took a lot of mental reps, a lot of film. I watched a lot of film. Watched a lot of film of practice, watched a lot of film of what we're going against, a lot of note-taking in meetings. And, I just kept the faith and just took it one day at a time. I just didn't look too far ahead. I didn't think about the now either. I just kind of just stayed in the present of what was going on and what I had to do to improve and be the best version of myself for the team.
Was there something about the way the game was going yesterday that kept you and ball carriers colliding over and over?
I'm sorry?
Was there something about the way the game was going yesterday? I mean, beyond your own preparation and hard work, that produced the kind of game that you had?
I just think hard work pays off. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they did what they had to do. They tried to do what they had to do, and I just did what I had to do, and it worked out that way.
Good.
And obviously, my teammates doing their job as well. That's the beautiful thing about football. I just think that, it really takes all 11 guys, and when all 11 guys are in unison, they all do what they got to do, then it makes me look good. But in all actuality, it was everyone doing their job as well, And then I did my job, and it just happened to be my day.
You talked about the significance of the upcoming Bucs game. What did you take away from last year's victory over them that might be useful this time?
I honestly, I can't really compare, because every year's a new year, every team's a new team, and you can't really, honestly, when you think that way, that's how you lose, honestly. That's how you get humbled, honestly. This is a new Bucs team. Don't get me wrong. I mean, obviously they have everyone back a lot, and if anything, they have, I think, even more talent back, because they signed everyone back, and they got a little bit more. So, they're going to be, they're an outstanding team. They're so very well balanced, very well coached, great players all around. So, we just gotta, like I said, take it one day at a time and just prepare for them, and be ready. So be ready when game time comes.
Thank you.
Great.
Hey, Sebastian, this defense had a good reputation last year for being one that didn't allow a lot of touchdowns, a lot of offensive touchdowns. And you guys have carried that over into this year. They had a bunch of yards yesterday, but only one offensive touchdown. What's the key to being that kind of defense that can, give up the yards that an NFL team's just going to gain sometimes, but being able to stop them from scoring 6?
I just think, it just comes down to, obviously, not just Coach Ra and our coaches, but also the players, just knowing when we got to have it. Just having that mentality, having that grit, and just having that will to not be denied, huge shout out to my teammates, man. They work so hard each and every day, from all the guys from the secondary to the guys up front, and in the middle with Kenny and Troy. So, I just think, honestly, it's just the preparation, the willpower, and the way everyone prepares, to be honest. Like, you have a great group of guys that just prepare and really care about their craft. So, yeah.
We see little differences scheme-wise in this defense under Coach Morris, but how has Coach Morris's personality impacted this defense so far?
Oh, it's awesome, man. Coach Raw has an amazing swagger about himself, and he knows how to connect with his players. He knows how to connect with his players very well, and he knows how to speak the players' language. He knows how to relate to players, knows how to connect with them on a different level that I feel as if not all coaches can do. It's honestly a very special gift. He has a very great leadership quality about him, and I think that's what is making our defense different this year. And I'm just excited to have him on our side for sure.
Thanks, man.
Jordan.
Hey Bash, I was just wondering, could you take us through some of the technical points of that sack? I know I might be the annoying one that's kept bringing up your pass rush and some of the things you've worked on this last offseason and everything. But to finally, get that one and start the year off that way, especially for a 10-yard loss. What did you see and feel, and how'd you react on that play?
I just, we were lined up in our regular front, and I was just I was just balancing the rush, and center was a deep setting, which he usually doesn't do, deep setting. So I hit him with a quick stutter, like power pop. Hit him with one, it's like a move that you do to make them sit their weight down. So I made him sit his weight down, and once I felt his weight sit down, then I popped the other side with my other hand, and I hit him with a quick swim. But it had to be a tight swim, obviously, because with him, he's a good center. Kelly's like a all-pro center. He's a really good center, really talented center. So I had to just make sure the swim was tight, and I just dipped and ripped and dipped and leaned, and it happened really fast. But like I said, it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the other three guys that were rushing as well, with Flo, AD, and Justin Holland. So he shout out to those guys. They obviously condensed the pocket and kept Carson from scrambling, which he was doing a lot of yesterday. That guy is slippery, man. Sheesh.
That was my follow-up question too, because it seems like last 2 weeks, tackling after first contact, I understand maybe there's some rust that comes off and all of that, but what's the emphasis on swarming after first contact and really getting a guy down after that initial contact moving forward?
No, yeah, for sure. I think that's a huge emphasis for us, and I think honestly we took a huge step forward this game with that. More so with Carson, it's just harder, with quarterbacks, especially with guys like him. He's so mobile, and he loves to extend plays with his feet. And anytime you go against a mobile quarterback, it presents challenges. When it comes to swarming, though, I felt like this game, we honestly, we were very dialed in this whole week about finishing. Even AD and I we like, as soon as the Chicago game ended, AD and I were upset with ourselves. We were like, man, I left the TFL. I left 2 TFLs out there the Chicago game. He left the TFL. He left a TFL and 2 sacks out there the Chicago game. So we were really mad. So we made it an emphasis, and the whole defense as well, just about, finishing plays, run plays, all that stuff. So, but the QB scrambling thing, that's a whole different beast right there. That's a whole different beast. It's just about, rush integrity, rush lanes, keeping, making sure guys are in the right place at the right time, always covering each other, and just playing as one unit, especially up front as D-line.
Thank you.
No problem.
Gary.
And apologize if you covered this at the outset. I would have some trouble getting in, but you're not facing a quarterback this week that's noted for his mobility, but what is kind of the biggest challenge playing against Tom Brady?
Oh, I mean, what do you mean? The guy's amazing, man. It's everything, honestly. His mind, his feet, everything, man. He just knows where to put the ball. He knows when the ball has to come out. He knows everything. He's seen it all. There's nothing that Tom Brady hasn't seen. So he's a very impressive player, man. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer. I mean, we all know it. And yeah, that's all I can say about that. There's nothing really much to be said. He's an outstanding player.
So does that change your preparation at all? I mean, I know you were talking about getting ready for Wentz and the problems, a guy like that presents. Do you have to kind of switch your mindset a little bit when you're going against Brady?
I feel like when you go against a player with that caliber, yeah, you always gotta prepare different. I mean, it's not even about the players. Honestly, it's about the team. Each team's different, right? Each team's different. I'd probably say, with the Colts, right? They're a more RPO team with Carson. He's a mobile quarterback. He's able to, extend plays, move the pocket, whatnot. Tampa Bay, they're outstanding. They have a great front, great offensive line. They like to run downhill, duo. Leonard Fournette, give them the ball. Jones, give them the ball. They can make bounce cuts. They could, it's just two different styles of play. And obviously you have Brady back there, he could hit you the play action pass. He could, 3-step drop pass. Like, it's different. It's a whole different game. So, I don't think the player has anything to do with necessarily the preparation, just kind of like what the team does and what they're good at. But like I said, the team's outstanding. Tampa Bay's outstanding. Tom Brady's outstanding. They're all great. So yeah, it's gonna be a really great challenge.
Thank you.
Jordan. Did you have another one, Jordan?
I just had one more, sorry, a little bit more conceptual. So you guys, this time of year, and I remember last year as well, putting pieces of things together, understanding the potential that you guys have as a defensive unit. And I think so far, this time of year for every team across the league, offense and defense, things are just getting put together bit by bit. What's it like for a unit, you guys returning so many experienced players as you are, knowing what your potential is, knowing what you can accomplish, but also understanding that there are parts of it you have to get to first before you get to the other stuff and put those blocks together?
No, yeah, for sure. I think it's all about the foundation, right? And I think with us, it's never about us thinking about the potential, more so just taking it day by day, being in the present. Like in any foundation, you need a sturdy foundation. You need some cement. You need some cement, and I think, and that cement are the details, the little things, the fundamentals. Things that I think that all the coaches here do an amazing job instilling within us each and every day. And like I said, just staying present, Jordan. And I think that's kind of just our mindset here. Like I said, we don't look too far ahead. And when we do, have a win or a W, I think we do a great job with, all right, that's over with, like we just gotta move on. And I think that's the key, honestly. And I think that's the mindset that we all have here.
Thank you.
Good. Thank you, man.
All right, guys, have a good one. God bless. All right, Stu, I see you, dog.